For thousands of years, much of the world has followed a familiar version of the Bible. But in Ethiopia, a much older and deeper collection of scriptures was preserved. Within these ancient texts lies a warning few people know about, a warning concerning the Watchers. According to the Book of Enoch, which remains part of the Ethiopian Bible, the Watchers were angels assigned to observe humanity. They were not rulers, they were not creators, they were observers. Yet something went terribly wrong. The Watchers looked upon the human world and desired it. They descended to earth, breaking divine law. They taught humans forbidden knowledge, the making of weapons, the secrets of the stars, and hidden spiritual practices meant only for heaven. This knowledge changed humanity, not for the better. The Ethiopian Bible describes a world filled with corruption, violence, and imbalance. The Watchers had crossed a boundary that could not be ignored. Divine judgment followed. The Great Flood, according to these ancient writings, was not only a punishment for human sin, it was a response to the influence of the Watchers and the chaos they unleashed. Most religious traditions later removed or ignored this account, but Ethiopia preserved it, unchanged for centuries. And this is where the warning becomes unsettling. The Book of Enoch does not speak only of the past, it speaks of patterns. It describes a future time when forbidden knowledge would rise again, a time when humanity would gain power without wisdom, a time when moral boundaries would blur. The text suggests the Watchers were bound and imprisoned, awaiting final judgment. But their influence, the writings say, did not disappear completely. Some interpretations suggest the Watchers would no longer appear openly. Instead, their presence would be subtle, influencing ideas, ambition, and obsession with control. Enoch warns of a world rushing forward without spiritual balance, a world fascinated by power, technology, and hidden knowledge. To many readers, these descriptions feel uncomfortably familiar. The Ethiopian Bible does not claim the Watchers have returned physically. It warns of their rebellion echoing through time, a rebellion repeated through human choices. The message is not meant to create fear. It is meant to create awareness, because history, according to these ancient texts, does not repeat randomly. It repeats as a warning. The Watchers were judged once. Their final judgment, the texts say, is still coming. And humanity stands between knowledge and wisdom, between obedience and rebellion. The Ethiopian Bible leaves us with a question, not an answer. Have we learned from the first rebellion, or are we unknowingly walking toward another?